Good morning. Welcome to Sunday, May 6th. I got up this morning and I've been fighting the temperature in this place. Like, it's mid-high 60s outside and inside is just trying to shoot up like to 80. So I have the AC on, I have a fan going. It's just so hot and I don't know why. Sometimes it seems like my house just does that. Last time I did it, it sort of made sense. You know, maybe one of the neighbors was too cold and like heat is radiating through a wall or something. But why would they be like that? It's mid-60s. Why would they have heat on at all? Anyways, so fighting sweating, one thing that I did manage to accomplish this morning is an unboxing of the Scoundrels of Skullport expansion. And while doing it, I had, the base game to show a few bits. Where is it? I can kind of see there. I got my finger stuck in the base game, and the board has a little bit of damage to it, which makes me really super sad. There might be a way to fix it, but I mean, it's like going to be like trying to glue it, and I'm like, at that point, I'm risking causing further damage. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Now I still have to punch out and put all this away, and I don't have time to do both that and film another video, but I did get something filmed, which is good. Show me that. Camera's still going. There we go. Stop. Don't just have extra footage. But yeah. Otherwise, in general, I got an unboxing done, which is good. I'll try and get footage moved over to the computer so I can edit that later, but yeah, I guess I also gotta put all this away. And I got the room tidied up a bit. I got the footage importing into my editing software so I can edit the video I just saw, and I'm now headed to church. And it is amazing just walking, taking a step outside and just feeling the difference of how much cooler it is outside than it was in my place. I don't know what causes it to just arbitrarily heat up like that, but it drives me crazy. It's the second time it's done it. And it's just all of a sudden I just start sweating because the place just gets so hot. And I don't know why. And hey, it's been a long time since I've actually gotten here on time. So yeah, heading into church.
He starts off with trials, temptations, things that would not consider us to smile when we go through, okay? And I can't talk too much on that, but if you imagine, who here has been through a trial or going through a trial right now? Okay, half of you. So you've got this over here, and then it's consider it great joy, which is a change of mindset. Change your thinking of what your trial is, and look at it as that God is going to use it to train you. So when you do that, you then consider it suddenly starts becoming an idol and thing you can't move through. It changes to, I can do this with God. Yeah. And then it says, you ask wisdom from above, and he shall give it to you.
That's good.
And maybe a real simple way of what wisdom could look like right now is that wisdom is the answer to the problem that you're facing.
And we had one of the pastors from one of our sister churches over in Illinois speaking today. And so after service now, I'm heading to meet the folks to get some lunch at Chipotle, which is wonderful. I miss that so much. It is so delicious, and I do not get it often enough anymore, between how far I have to travel to get it and just, the cost, I suppose, of it. And it is up in the mid-80s now, which has me a little concerned, as it was cooler outside before this morning and I was struggling with keeping the temperature in my condo down. I am a little concerned that it's going to be even worse when I get home, but I'll figure that out when I get there, I suppose. So I got my burrito and salsa to share some chips, but they decided to get queso. Even though I told them no, the queso here is terrible, they still went with queso, so back that's on them. And that was delicious. Mike seemed to enjoy the queso, to which I said, well, I have to try that. Did they change it? No. It's still bad. But I'm glad he liked it since he bought it. He also got it put on his bowl, so it was a good thing he did like it, because he committed to that. And I was like, but he did say, definitely tastes like a different kind of cheese. It did seem very different, but he liked it all the same. Whereas I was like, no, this is different and wrong. I do not want this. This is not... When I say queso, I want queso. Not grainy, bland cheese. Anyways, my food was delicious. I had a wonderful burrito, as well as some chips and salsa to go with it. And now I'm headed home. I was talking to my mom about my house heating up. She's like, is your AC not work? I was talking to her about it. Because right now I've had it basically set with, you know, if it gets below 68 degrees, it goes, like I've had where the heat would turn on. And so then I had it, if it gets above, I decided, well, let's do a 10 degree difference. Above 78, the AC will come on. Well, she's like, well, I just keep mine like between, 68 degrees either way. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that would be much more comfortable. I'm just concerned about the cost as far as keeping the AC running that much. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot, and I would probably be a lot more comfortable. So if she does that for her whole house, won't be too much, I guess, for my condo. I have no concept for how much my AC is gonna cost me. So, good luck, but we'll see. But hopefully I'll get that switched and should be a bit nicer. Stay a bit cooler. Because now it is in the 80s and definitely got to be fighting that. And I just walked in and honestly, it's not so bad. It feels a lot cooler than it did earlier today. So that's good. Quite pleased by that. It's still going to turn the temperature down. Just even having that encouragement to really keep it at that low of a temperature, is a nice thing. Just because, especially with tomorrow, friends coming over, gaming, 5 guys in this little room, body heat builds up. I will be much happier if I have it starting at a much lower temperature. So definitely gonna get it ready for that. Ooh, the file's finished importing. I can edit if I want, but I think I'm gonna work on some D&D stuff. Not specifically for this game, but after watching Critical Role, finishing that up this morning, I was thinking about some things, some inspiration the most recent episode gave me. Just gonna see what I can make. And so I took a couple hours and actually basically worked out a page of like a half dozen D&D, like basically magical drugs. After seeing a cool use of it in Critical Role, and I may or may not end up using it in my next campaign. It'll be there available for me or for the future if I need it for something else. And I'm sure there's plenty more I could do, but I just started, I filled up a sheet and I was like, that's enough. It's been a while. I then came and edited a vlog because I'll need that. And right now I'm at a point in time where I can do one of two things. I could now go see a movie because I still haven't seen the new Avengers, and I would enjoy that. But I didn't go for a walk yesterday. And assuming everything goes well tomorrow and we get the game, I won't go for a walk tomorrow. I won't have time. So I think it's more important that I go for a walk today, and I'll try and see the movie throughout the week, this upcoming week. So I'm going to do that instead because I need to do that. And there is some spotty rain. Look up in the sky, you see clouds and clear blue skies intermixed. And as I've been walking, I walk through areas where I'm getting drizzled on like right now, and other areas where it's just clear. Figures I didn't bring a little action cam today, although I found out last time I did that it worked. The settings I changed make it where at least I can actually edit the video, which is very important. Now, when I had it with audio, when I was explaining it, it was completely out of sync. But if I just want to use it for video, to put music to, or to use as, you know, B-roll over when I'm talking or whatever it may be, it works for that. So it'll function. Most of the time when I'm using it in the case anyways, in which point I'm not assuming that it's gonna hear anything. And so I'm walking my day one path in reverse, which is putting the hills in all different kinds of places. I think technically it's a little less hill all at once, but there are some steeper ones. Really, hills burn more calories, so it's not terrible, but it hurts. So I'm walking, and I'm pretty near the end of this. More than 3/4 at this point, and there's little points in my vision that are fading. I'm like, oh, I'm worn out. That's no good. I think I can make it. I'll let you know when I'm home, but I think I can make it. I don't think I'm gonna pass out and die. If I did, I would take a seat on this ledge right here. But I think I can make it. I hope I can make it. I made it home alive. Yay. Good. I figured I would. And other than that, I mean, for the most part, actual pain, like in my back and my legs, is pretty bad the first maybe third of the walk. But after I've been walking, it does start to go away. The pain sort of on the bottom of my feet actually builds as I walk. But it's more of a, it's not as sharp. It's not like a sharp pain. It's just sort of an ache. It took like, I think 42 or 43 minutes. So for 2 miles, not bad. I am really sweaty and gross right now. That's kind of, I feel very sweaty and gross. So yeah. But like I said, I needed to walk today because I didn't go out and do a dedicated walk yesterday, and as long as everything works out for us to game tomorrow, I won't be doing so tomorrow either, just because that pretty much takes up my whole evening between preparing and then cleaning up afterwards. So I wanted to get that done today. That was important. So I did. So I sat around, did some editing and such, prepared for I'll have a video uploaded today and for tomorrow, and then I edited the video I filmed this morning so that I can export, and needing to figure out something to eat, I actually checked the vlog, just sort of search tags, and I was like, let's search, when did I have Taco Bell last time? Like, it's been like a little over 3 weeks, I think. I'm like, okay, so that's been a bit, I can have that again. So, I'm just gonna head up and get myself some Taco Bell. The sky is crazy right now. It's beautiful. It's a stupid long line. I'm gonna go inside. And the wait inside was excessive as well. They apparently had 2 people walk out on them tonight. So they're a tiny bit understaffed. They are, it's the kind of thing, it's like, yeah, I'm having to wait extra time, but I could only feel bad for them, because the guys that are in there are working their butt off, just trying to do the best they can, and like literally, there is one guy for the inside that is both taking the orders and making all of the orders for inside. There's one guy doing all of that. There's a few on the drive-thru line, but the drive-thru line is huge as it is, and it just kept growing while I was in there. I'm like, so they couldn't divert people from there. That was good. As the guy was handing me my food, he was all like, and I loaded it up for you. I was like, sure, whatever. When I ate it, it's like, he really, like, those were stuffed. Oh well. Tasted good. And even now, after all this same issue as this morning. Just still, I now have it set for 74, so not even as low as my mom recommended, but I'm like, let's just see if it can get it to that. And it was at 78 earlier. It's trying to push it down. The place is just too hot. I got the air blowing everywhere, and it's like it doesn't feel so bad right now. I'm gonna have to probably differently arrange how I have my blankets. My bed ended up a mess last night because I basically had to kick out a bunch of my blankets and only use one. And so I'm gonna try and arrange it so that's easier tonight. Otherwise, it's starting to get late. I am tired. I'm just gonna go to bed. Gotta work in the morning. But hopefully all of my friends will be available to game tomorrow and we'll get to do that. Start the new campaign. Definitely looking forward to that. Thank you for joining me as my journey continues. Bye.